So today, man, the final week of the mastermind, more so or less, is kind of going over, love. Out of all this time, we didn't really go over love. I always like to say that at the end because love is not the front running. Love is a bonus. It should be treated as such. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
nevertheless, because we're logical creatures, we need to see things logically and understand the logicalness makes it feel real to us. Versus for women, emotions make it feel real to them. But nevertheless, if she's in your kingdom, she has to understand this is how I'm going about functioning. So she has to respect that and then let it on. Obviously, if you want her to be there long term. Men nowadays, the modern man need to evolve. Well, that's why I got in my bio now. Like, when you hear modern man, what do you think of?
Modern man.
Yep.
I don't know.
So what do you think of when you hear traditional man?
Traditional man, I think of that as just a family guy, like a guy. He goes to work 9 to 5. He take care of the family, and that's pretty much when I hear traditional.
Gotcha. So what do you think modern would mean then?
Modern mean today's kind of man, but I ain't never looked at. I don't know. That's why it's throwing me for a loop. Cause I always hear modern women, and the modern ladies. So I guess I'm always looking at that. I never reflected and try to figure out what a modern man was,
And that's just the thing, man. Nobody's talking about modern man because of the fact that that's something that needs to be addressed. Then we ain't the same men no more. So what does modern stand for right here? A person who advocates or practices a departure from traditional standard styles and values. Modern men have no traditions nowadays, not at all. There is no tradition. Right. There ain't no style. Everybody's just winging it accordingly, trying to figure it out on their own terms. And hopefully on his YouTube channel, all these men are traditional men, all these men are alpha men, all these men are something like that, right? For me, I don't identify with none of that stuff. Because I see that way it can only work with a woman that looks to be traditional. Or I have to get a woman up to speed on how to be traditional. Versus me, nowadays, I just adapted accordingly. I'm not traditional. I have traditions on me, but I'm not traditional. I don't move as such. I'm more modern with the twist. So the modernness is based upon, hey, I don't woman, I appreciate a woman. Hey, I know how to get money in a different way. Hey, I have a different type of swag. Hey, I'm not all hardcore and like based upon my standard stuff. Like, hey, I have emotional intelligence. Hey, I like to be here for a woman. I don't mind these things. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like I let it adapt to my character of how to be a man for a woman versus changing my character to make a woman change to me.
Right.
So it's all about adaptiveness. But even more so, my traditional man will probably be based upon like, traditions is proven being this way would be a longevity standpoint. True. But think about how the world has evolved into, and unfortunately, say we are allowed to get to this point. What can we do? All men need to be traditional. We already understand that men are not traditional, and a majority of them ain't gonna never be traditional. So I'd rather talk to the ones that I know is never gonna be in that way, which is the modern man.
Right.
So that's just how I look at that. And that's why, I like to talk to guys like that. Like, bro, you ain't got to be traditional to be thriving in a relationship and this and like that. Here's some ways. Adapt. Be something different.
Right. So, I don't think I operate my relationship like a traditional man. I don't think so.
You're not at all, bro. You're modern. You're a modern man. Like some other guys, some older men are traditional. But the thing about it is, bro, they was traditional, but their relationship ended 20 plus years later. It's unfortunate. I'm like, damn, bro, I don't want to end up that way. So for me being modern, I foresee any point in time this can end, I'm prepared for it. Traditional men are not really prepared to be like, well, a hardcore one. It's not,
right.
They expect all this and like that, but a lot of men, they're not really traditional. So I can't speak to a traditional man. And also they lock in their ways too. And I'm like, bro, I ain't trying to argue with you about some things that you just need to update on to help you boost the longevity with the woman and stuff like that. But most men nowadays, they definitely Like for instance, my business coach Sean, right? He's very hardcore in his values, his beliefs, how this how it needs to be, this how it's gonna go. Like, bro, you're gonna drive yourself fucking crazy. You're not gonna be able to control these women, bro. You're not. Like, what are you doing? Like, I tell him, like, bro, you're not gonna be able to control her. But he want to put it through training. He want to do this, like, he want everything like crystal clear and like that. I'm like, bro, you're gonna lose your fucking mind. For me, I don't give a fuck what you do. Communicate to me, and I do the same. Now, your actions reflects to me how much more access you have with me.
Right.
What are those levels? How you treat, if I express some things and you be into that, without me expressing it constantly, without me doing like a cool like Xena Ross. I know Xena here for me. I know without question. Are we on a girlfriend or boyfriend level? Not yet. But that's what we're leading toward. But a lot of those things is not based upon me. This is just my standards. You just need to get to those levels. Is it wrong of me? No. Men don't have fucking standards. I do. I'm like, bro, no, I'm not moving no further. No, women don't run my relationship. I run my own fucking shit. So men need to understand how to have standards for themselves. And modern men, that's what I look to teach them, how to have standards, but even more so, you don't have to be so strong-cut and being traditional. That's not the only way to breed longevity, because traditional men nowadays will not have longevity with these women.
Yeah, that
Or
makes sense.
what is even longevity? 20 years, 30 years? That's not forever. For me, when I fuck with a woman, I expect it to be forever. That's not what has been happening every time. Because once a woman hear forever and feel forever, they're gonna take advantage of it. They think they can do anything. They can go wild. Whereas the woman don't know at any point in time she fuck up, she gone. She's like, hold on, I need to be on guard, guy. I need to make sure I'm on my shit because I don't want to fuck this up because this could end at any point in time. So they'd be more appreciative mode. They'd be more conscious of what the fuck they're doing. They ain't no security in that. There's security in knowing if you doing what you need to do, then you hear it. And I keep that same pressure on myself too, not just on them. You know what I'm saying? So it keeps the respect,
Yeah.
it keeps the push forward for the relationship still intact.
Yeah,
So
because my girl be trying to get an idea or a date when I'm going to propose to her or do all that. So she always asking questions like, so when do you think it's gonna be, like this year or like the next year? Or when you think that, and I'm like, you can't put a time on it. It's gonna come when it come, Stop trying to, put a date on it. It's supposed to be a special moment. Stop, just know it's gonna come one day, but it can maybe be tomorrow, it can maybe be in the next 3 or so years, I don't know. I
that's the
feel
thing.
soon, but
Yeah.
stop trying to calculate it,
And even more so, men too. I mean, for me, I'm very calculated on when I want to propose. I was my last one. I was very calculated when I wanted to propose when the moment was right, and that's the one right for me because that's our decision to marry a woman. That's not their decision to marry us. That's not how that works.
Right.
We have that power, but let alone when a woman feel like she's worthy of that, she gonna keep asking, keep trying to like who she like, bro. I want the next level. I want the next step. You as the man need to understand what levels are after that though. You don't want to stay the same. Most men don't understand that. For instance, like me and Zena, right? We've been dating, we've been vibing, we twin flames. We still our girlfriend and boyfriend. That's another level. And for me, I'm gonna change shit up because it's another level now. You my rider, you're part of this, and you're like, yeah, cool. And hey, this what comes with that. Men need to know how to organize themselves versus they give them all right here. They go to the next step. They ain't no next step. They just still right here. Yep. Now we got a new title. Now we got this. Now we got that. Versus for me, next step, next step, next step, next step. She gradually going and access to me and access to the things I got going on, and vice versa, obviously. But women tend to give their all to show how like yo, I'm here for you. I'm doing this. I'm like, I see you, and I appreciate that. I'm not ignoring that. But you got to understand in this regard, this is how I move. You know what I'm saying? So for
Right.
yourself, get prepared whenever that day does come. What's the next level of what she's gonna have access to? Because women expect something new. Women expect a new wave of energy, new wave of movement. So you're prepared for that. Just think about it. Anything that's routine, bro, becomes boring. So if you're gonna marry
Right.
her, whenever you marry her one day, she needs to have a new access to burn, something new, and no other woman has had. So start looking at yourself in that regard. You didn't think about it like that, huh?
Uh-uh.
That's how you got to start thinking, bro. For me, I mean, I probably, I probably make a program on that too, strategic thinking or strategic dating for a modern man. Yeah, I'm gonna make that. Hey, look at that. I'm gonna make that strategic thinking for modern man, strategic dating for modern men, because men don't understand. in that essence of how to really organize themselves and understand the longevity standpoint of a woman is keeping her on her toes and not knowing what to expect next. What she's expecting next. Oh, we about to get married soon. Now that's they gonna come. She should be expecting a whole bunch of things to not know what the fuck gonna happen. If that makes sense.
Right. That does.
Like if Zena, my girlfriend now, I might give her access to my bank account. You know what I'm saying? She can get full access to my phone. She's going to get access to a whole bunch of things. She's like, damn, shit, this. I've been waiting for. I gotta get used to the new level now. Shit, this ain't just like the shit I was used to before. Yeah, this is real now. You know what I'm saying? It's as a man, that's how you want to organize a relationship to keep reading new things. For instance, that's just what it is. We in an apartment, right? What's the next level after getting boyfriend, girlfriend? Come on, move in with me. What's next level moving in with me? Shit, I'm looking to get a spot, a house or something like that. Cool. All right, better get travel more and this and like that. Like you start to see like each thing will be appreciated more because she worked hard and even more so she's been patient for these things. She's gonna appreciate it more. She's gonna appreciate you more for making her wait. Imagine a lot of men just do a whole bunch of the shit that I'm talking about and give their full self to a woman so fast. A woman like, man, I already know this nigga like that. Cool. I don't really care what's the next level. I can foresee it. I can plan it out. Unfortunately, say women are emotional. If they don't have the emotional jumps and this and like that, bro, then it's gonna be stagnant. They're gonna get men, we get bored. We get unappreciative of a woman when we already know what to expect. We do that shit. So what the fuck you think they are? So really, really think about that, right? With crypto and shit like that, when all that blows up like that, right? That's to open up a new level to yourself that she can have access to. But you gotta unlock some new levels for yourself so she can get to
Right.
Because past relationships, you get a glance of who you are. But like for instance, this one, me and Zena, we kind of in a similar situation in my last one. And I told her like the thing about it is that it's not, it may seem similar, but it's not. Because I see that you're obviously a different woman than her, but even more so, I'm a totally different guy from the last one. So the situation is not the same, even though it could be the same setting. It's not. So in life, whenever you're in a relationship, especially the one right now, if you want to breed longevity, as the man, you need to foresee how to have emotional stimulation jumps of like this is a new essence, new habit, this is a new aspect we can explore together. And love is a big one. You know, love is something that you can always cause jumps and stuff, but there's different love languages of love, right? Think of the love language, touch. What showing your love and expressing your love. It ain't always about money. What do you do physically for her? Do you give her massages? Do you give her baths? Do you feed her? You know what I'm saying? Do you actually stretch her out? Like do things physically, like, you know, do things to her body. Start to expound on how to go about doing things like that. That's spontaneous love essence. She may not have never been exposed to that type of love because she's been exposed to you. It's something different. So if you're doing level ups and stuff like that, you can look at leveling up how you physically touch her. That can be an access that you be like, we're gonna get married with them. I want to start switching shit up. I'm gonna switch up whenever I'm touching her, how I'm touching her. That's different. Another thing, acts of service. Don't allow a woman to always cook and clean for you and do like that. Start doing this shit for yourself. Start doing it for both of y'all. Fold the clothes with it. Fold the clothes for her. You know what I'm saying? Go wash her car and stuff like that. Hey, just get her clothes organized. Like just start doing shit like that as acts of service for her randomly. So I'm saying, so like when you level up shit, you change. You can just change and how you move because you showing her, hey, you are my wife, you are my queen, and this is what I do for those things. Now we in a new level. Now I know this is more real. See what I'm saying? She needs to be able to see a shift within you too.
So that means I gotta go above beyond times a million than what I'm doing now.
No,
Because
it's not. So,
I basically do all those things. I'm the person, I don't know, I just rather just do it all. The only thing she probably really do for me is like cook and clean. Other than that, I like fold my own clothes. I wash my own clothes. I pretty much do like, I'm still kind of independent in a way. It's like kind of, I don't, I mean, I'm picky to a point to where I have to do it, which I got to get out the habit of that. I don't really like people touching or trying to do certain things because they don't do it right, if that makes sense. It's like when people wash my car, I hate when I don't let everybody touch it because some people leave streaks in it or they didn't clean this right off. I don't know. I'm just picky about certain dumb stuff like that. So, and I wash dishes, all that stuff too. So, so I basically still kind of independent inside our relationship, but I fend for myself in a way. That's why I was like saying I might have to go and try to, show, I don't know how to really break it down, but
Yeah, I definitely get what you're saying on how to break it down, but that's why I'm helping you break it down, understanding how a lot of things that you're saying, that's great. Now, what I'm telling you, what I'm expressing to you is not to do more, it's to be more mindful of. Does that make sense? Like most time women start, oh man, I gotta do this, I gotta do it like that. Bro, look, I'm not telling you to do more. You can do the same shit. Now you need to mix up what you do when you do it. She already
Right,
expect you to fold your clothes. She expects you to clean. She don't expect you to just randomly throughout the once a week or twice a week to give her a random massage and stretch her out and actually appreciate her body and not have sex with
right,
her. Or you can just eat her out and make her come and stuff like that and still not have intercourse with her. Just be of pleasure to her and show her that
right.
like, I just want you to feel good. I want you to feel safe. You can be sporadic when you do that, even though you had to do it, but be more sporadic, get more consistent when you do it. And even more so acts of service and stuff like that, it's not always about buying shit, but it's more so even spending time, having more date nights. I'll start to solidify more nights needs to happen whenever you guys are with each other and express to her what to expect in regards to like, hey, babe, when I get back, when I get back from driving, it's like, who, hey, I want us to go on date night. Oh, hey, I want us to go to the beach. Or hey, I want to spend time with each other. No phones, no nothing, just me and you having a movie night. You get more verbal. Whenever shit changes, start to become more verbal with her. Affirmations.
Right.
That's a powerful thing. I don't care what women say. All women love affirmations. Being told they're beautiful, they're appreciated, they're gorgeous, stuff eye to eye. But even more so with the moments, it's something that amplifies. So start to get more mindset of creating more memories for her to enjoy. Try to make sure y'all stay out of routine, even though obviously y'all are out of routine because you always driving and stuff like that. But with your actions when you come back home, change it up. Or when you leave, change it up. Or when you do stuff, change it up. Be more mindful. That's all I'm saying. Of like when you do shit, when you make those shifts, or when you start to make those shifts, understand this is she's watching in regards to like, we're about to be a new level. And like, she's asking for that because she wants the new level. She's ready for a new level. She already see this level out. She already master this level or play this level possibly. And that's fine. But for yourself, you don't have to marry her. You can just shift up what I'm telling you. And it's going to expose to her that like, damn, he hurt me. Like, I know he wants to, okay, that's what me talking to him does. Like, okay, he's probably getting prepared now. I don't know what's going to happen, but I see his action shift up and I like it. Sometimes women say shit just to see if they can shift some things up for the better, obviously. You know what I'm
She
saying?
just don't want to be that girl that, because people she's been talking to lately been crying to her about marriage and weddings, and they feel like they got kids together and the guy ain't give them a ring yet. So she keep putting in her head, I don't want to be that person that's just in something from the next 7 years to 20 years and I ain't get a ring yet.
And I get that. But even more so, women don't control that.
I try to tell her that, but I don't think she'd be listening to nothing I tell her, but whatever.
But no, like, I mean, I kid you not, bro, man. Whenever people say that I see all seasons of my queen, I do. I see her cry, mad, sad, stressed out when she's vulnerable, everything like that. I see all that shit. So because I see all that stuff, and I know a lot of stuff she goes through, I caused it. Or I am causing it. But it's based upon she's not getting what she wants. And she realized she don't have no control. It's a reality check. Is it bad? To me, it's not bad. It just shows like I just have standards, and even more so, this is where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? And if we want to go to the next level, for me, it's something because I learned from my past relationship. It's something that I'm not fucking around with. This is not a game to me. You know what I'm saying? When I know as a man, for me, the modern man that I am, the king, when I give my all, I give my all. And also too, when I give to a woman, I expect it to be forever. That hasn't
Right.
been working out. So of course, this shit ain't gonna be the same like how it was and how I did it. Even though I know you're more worthy than any woman I ever had, but that don't change the fact that I haven't learned from my past. I would not take care of a woman entirely to all those degrees and like how I did, unless she's contributing economically as well. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. Because in the day, I've gotten to debt and all kinds of shit in my past. And guess what? When they left, who had to handle the debt by themselves? Me. But who caused it? Both of us. But that's not cool. But who chose to do that? Me. So I'm like, no, I'm not choosing that no more. That's just not what it is. So that's what I said. And I'm about to play this quick little video about love in regards to some pillars and stuff. I guess like 2 or 3 minutes. But you get where I'm coming from?
Yeah, I get you.
Yeah, you just want to start to look at things in the sense of love. It needs to be something that's respected more than something played with. And that's just my take on it. But it's a quick little minute one, quicker than usual. But he's gonna give some gems on what he feels the 4 pillars for a successful relationship.
Actually, one of the 4 pillars of things that I said that I need to find in a woman to know, like, oh, okay, this is it.
Give me the
right?
pillars. What are they?
You want to?
Give me.
So one is, can we stimulate each other just on the intellectual level? Then 2, can she make me laugh? That third thing is the stuff that you guys are talking about. What's your conflict resolution style? And is it compatible and complementary to the other person? The fourth one is the most obvious.
Intimacy, honey. Okay, yeah, no.
Thank
I wanted
you.
him to say it because if you didn't say it, I would say, Kyra, I'm gonna call her as soon as you leave and say, run away.
Oh
Yeah,
my
that's
goodness, y'all funny. This is the first time that I'm seeing Kyra not have a lot to say. And it's interesting to see her take a back seat and let her mom run the show. It shows how much respect that she has for her mom, and I know her mom has her best interest at heart.
Did you hear all the pillars that he said?
Yeah.
You know, I like to listen back. Be talking bars. But that was his own personal pillars of what he was feeling and what he was thinking in that regard. But the thing about what people don't realize that as a man, you have to see it logically.
But you said it just cut off a little bit.
Gotcha. So as a man, you want to look at things logically, but even more so love logically first, before you allow your emotions to let flood into it. Like, is it safe for me to be emotional? As a man, we're not emotional creatures, so the grounds and environment needs to be safe because we, at young ages, we let it go, we let it rip. We're like, all right, this is dangerous. I don't like how I feel whenever I got played or used and shit like that. Versus women, they can keep it moving after this and like that, and they navigate better because they deal with their emotions differently.
Right.
So as a man for yourself, man, what are some of the pillars for you that you feel are like vital for you to know that you love her? Brian, like, damn, bro, that's what these did. Hold on, bro. I can give you an example.
I don't know. Yeah, what you about to say?
I give you an example. So, like for me, right, one of my pillars for me is I know most men don't like it, but for me, I love when a woman communicates with me in an emotional intelligence manner. So like when I say like if she can be all flooded and this and like that, she can still communicate herself calmly or the best abilities, not yelling, not screaming, not doing nothing crazy. I love when a woman is that. So that automatically signals to me, I got love for her, or she has love for me too. So the love she shows to me is with that. So for me, it's just like a reflection of that's love. Okay, cool. I like that you manage yourself accordingly. You can express yourself, something bothering you, make you mad, sad, whatever like that. It's emotional intelligence. So for me, one of my pillars of love is emotional intelligence.
Is it emotional what?
Emotional intelligence. Like, think about it. I don't like when a woman is like crying and all this and like that, just like bitching to me about stuff like that, whatever. I'm like, bro, look, handle that shit or talk to me normal. I'm not an emotional man. That shit that's not gonna help the situation me. That's gonna make me just look at you like you good. Like, let's just talk right. Cool. Okay, how can we fix this? How can we move forward? If not, I mean, I'm not emotional. So that's why it's a good thing. And yet, well, for most women, a lot of women may want a guy more emotional with them. But for me, I'm just not emotional no more, man. I dealt with that for too fucking long. So emotional intelligence is a pillar for me. So what
Still here.
Okay, yeah, I guess you're thinking. Another one for me is I can't help but love a woman with swag who knows how to express her physical features greatly. I love that. I love a woman who shows her body and shows herself off right. So my physical attraction meter has to be up. So that's the pillar of love for me. Emotional intelligence, physical attraction of knowing how to dress, basically. Another one, I got a whole bunch of pillars, so you can have infinite amount, but for me, another one could be based upon she understands my foundational plan and she's willing to do what it takes to help. So she's for the kingdom. She's for the plan. She's for the vision. She's not going around making her own way, her own vision. Fuck you and all this stuff like that. She's like, what's the plan? What's the vision? I'm here to contribute to the best of my abilities with your vision and my own. So she don't,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? So she don't push my shit to the side and like that. She all for it too, like how she's for it for herself. So a supportive visionary. I like that. So yeah, you know what I'm saying? So that's some of mine.
Yeah. Just never thought about it to break it down to dissect it all, you know.
Yeah.
Is it-
It just really look at your like, really ask yourself, like, why do I love her? Hell, even more so sometimes the pillars it'd be based upon why does she love me?
Right.
You should be able to
I
express
guess that's gonna give me some more to think about today.
and even ask that, you know what I'm saying? Get some clarity within yourself. When you're in a relationship or in a bond with somebody, you should know that. Like for instance, for me, I know why Zayna love me. I don't trade her
How the fuck you ain't get over, dickhead? See the lane ending.
So like for me, excuse me, Zena, I know why she loves me. She loves that I'm not like any of the guys she ever dealt with. I'm very ambitious. I'm focused. I'm locked in. She can't really just get her way. I challenge her to be herself. She's always leveling up because of me. She just sees things totally different and she's been exposed to shit she's never been exposed to in her life. So spontaneousness. I could just keep going on why so many things why she loves me, layers. But even more so when she comes, whenever next meeting we have, when she comes, she expresses to you straight up why I love Caleb so much. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And we're not girlfriend and boyfriend. But we're going to be once we get those things lined up. But for me, a guy don't have to be, I don't have to be girlfriend and boyfriend to a girl to be loyal to her.
Right.
I don't have to. That's what I'm saying. Like logical, traditional men and all this stuff, like side to say if this would, if y'all doing all this, bro, then that might as well be your girlfriend and boyfriend. Like bullshit. I'm doing this because I actually care about her and I fucks with her. But this is another level. Whenever a girl becomes my girl now, that means something to me. And I'm a damn sure because it means something to me. It's damn sure gonna be felt that it needs to be mean something to her.
Right.
And it's not reciprocated, it's fine. We don't have to go no further. We can just be a vibe and twin flames. I'm cool with that. But I'm not fucking around with that standpoint of that. And if you tell some people that are not cool like that and they're around me, I'm not gonna play a fucking along. I'm like, no, don't tell nobody no bullshit. That's not what it is. You know
Right.
that. You know what I'm saying? But that's how I am. I'm a raw man like that. I'm authentic. I don't fuck around. Like, bro, don't say no shit because I don't talk like that. Better yet, I don't tell nobody my shit like that. Because end of the day, you and your girl relationship with one another. And that's some things that you have to really help to support that in her mind. A lot of times, you know, women unfortunately say they need stamps and they need approval from most people and talk it out to their friends, like who want to get advice from people. When the advice you get from them and stuff like that can't really be good advice because they don't know everything that you guys been through and done and talked about behind the scenes.
Right.
So they don't even feel you, so they really don't know. So I expressed it to her, like, and that's why modern men needs to, you know, the biggest thing is more so evolving how to have emotional intelligence. Most men don't want to hear that shit and don't accept that a woman gonna be emotional, crying, sad, playing and all like that. Bro, just keep yourself composed and just listen to her. And express to her when she's all on play, like, hey, I listen to you, I see you. And I see that you're uncomfortable, I see that you're struggling, I see that you're mad, and like, cool. It is unfortunate, but you know, I am what I am, and this is what I expressed to you from day one. You just stand true, just stand what you are. I don't fold, bro. I'm like, bro, look, you know, I know this is not what you want, but I'm not gonna change my standards because you know that you feel that you're worthy. It's not the case. I need to see the reality standpoint of economics to feel that you're worthy. Or that whatever you put your emphasis on, it can be economics, it can be emotional support, it can be mental support, it can be a stress relief, whatever you put your standpoint of what needs to feel real for you, then if it's not being met, then you stand true to that and you put that to emphasis there. Because a lot of times people don't understand that when you express to somebody what you're looking for, what you want, and they don't provide it, but they provide everything else, it's possibly because they can't provide that because it's not them, that's not who they are, and they don't even know how to do that. Which is fine. Most people ignore the signs and just settle for what they can settle for. Does that make sense? So it's definitely something to be mindful of, for sure. And that's what I look to definitely help guys navigate. So that's why, right now I'm evolving all my damn my programs right now. I'm evolving them up to kind of match up to the modern man. A lot of stuff I already have is modern, but I would say a lot of things modern men don't know how to do. Like for instance, for yourself, do you know how to actually create a safe space?
I don't think so. Never looked at creating a safe space. I don't know. When do you break that down when you say safe space?
Got you. So think about a safe space. When I say safe space, most men, unfortunately, even talking to each other, most men don't feel safe to communicate clearly without feeling like they're gonna hurt somebody's feelings or some shit may pop off. Whenever I say create a safe space with your woman or girl, whoever you're dating with, she can express herself freely, vent honestly, just speak her truth without any repercussions. Just being her verbal self and adult. Which is also you just put your attention that, a lot of things women deal with mentally and emotionally, a lot of stuff you don't need to hear, but majority of the stuff you can hear. And you as the man, that's what makes her tend to feel more like you're her best friend. When she knows she don't have to hold back her emotions of words. When she's flowing, she's just flowing. That safe
Right.
space to know that her words are not going to be presented back to her is everything. But most times, men need to make sure that's reflected on, hey, I'm creating a safe space for you. I expect the same safe place. So if I talk to you verbally and it's like that, I don't expect my words to be presented back to me. Most women do that when they get emotional to them, like they use their words back. But as men, when that shit occurs, you put them in a fucking place. And if you don't, now you know where y'all at. Now I'm not saying
Right.
women gonna fuck up. It happens. But how you react to her fuck up is everything. If it's the same shit she brings up or this and like that, the same type of stuff, the same type of subject, like that, cool, then you know where to fucking put her. We can't go no further. But if she brings some stuff up and it's different every time, then you just have to check it whenever it comes. Women gonna try you, women gonna challenge you until the day you die. That's just how that works, bro. What can they get away with? What they can't get away with? Is it still the same man that I'm falling in love with and married, or is this not? Woman, ass backwards, bro. They can marry you today, right? You change up for her, be the best you can be, and all this and like that over time. She'll be like, "You're not the man I married." What? Bitch, what? Like, yeah, I'm not. Fuck, I adapted, I learned this like that. But throughout the process of when you're changing, you need to express to her why you're changing. And if it's not for her, it's for yourself, then she can't help but appreciate that a little bit more. Oh, that's some deep shit for your ass.
It's pretty deep.
That's some deep shit for your ass. So really start to think about that and understand, bro, like, you really have to look at things differently now, especially with the standpoint of love, when it starts to play a role. Really ask yourself some key questions. Why is this love to me? And can I understand it clearly versus looking to feel it when feeling things is not my expertise, because we wasn't conditioned to be taught that way of how to navigate our emotions and feelings. Suck it up, get it like cool. When we get older, now we got to navigate this shit when we got older. It's like me, damn, trying to learn how to swim when I got older. I'm like, bro, this fucking water can kill me. I don't watch movies and shit like that. What the fuck you talking about? Go swim. You got some stuff to float, floaties and shit. I need all that. I need safety. So in a sense of love, we all know it's the most powerful, amazing thing, yet the most dangerous and crazy shit ever. So you don't want to fuck around with it. You want to navigate it logically with precautions of appreciation for it and treat it as luxury. And your girl, you treat it as luxury because that's the woman you love and you want to have a family with and support. And you show her that with that constantness of spontaneousness of love, exploring all the love languages and things that innate to her and keep her on her toes. Like, wow, this guy gets it. I don't know what to expect every day or every time.
Right.
That's some cute,
pretty deep.
that's some cute things, brother. It's cute things. So that's definitely the love standpoint of today. Love and the pillars of